Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Fima. Good morning, Piotr. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Traders Hub. Good morning, Born Hunting. Good morning, everybody. Very good morning, Vivek. Very good morning. Long time no see, Mr. Vivek. Paul VK, good morning. Da Bailey, peace. Peace, my friend. Brother, may I have some modes? 100%. 100% you can have some modes. Today is 24th of July. We have US S&P Services PMI after market open, so can be interesting. And manufacturing PMI, US new home sales, it can be interesting, you know. How you guys doing? Everything's cool? Let me put some music. I think I closed financial adjustment. Eli, what would you suggest me? Which account should I buy from Apex, whether the legacy account or the 100k intraday trail, no activation fee? I am a bit confused. The 100k is a good one. What's the profit target on it? I think it's 6k. Yeah, if the profit target on the 100k is 6k, I don't think it's worth it that much, actually. Honestly, I would go for a normal 50k end of day, or the legacy 50k end of day. One of those two. That's what I would go for. A 50k end of. If you don't like intraday trail drawdown, I would go for a 50k end of day, or a 50k legacy normal. Like one of those two. For me, is very good. If you like bigger drawdowns, you could use like the 150k of the legacy. Like depends on what you prefer, bro. Actually, the accounts on prop firms depends of what you actually prefer. Like for me, I don't have problem with intraday trading drawdown. So for me, I go for the intraday trail drawdown accounts. Some people prefer the end of day. You should go for end of day, but overall, I think the balance is good on a 50k account. Like I'm learning to like the 50k account. I've been doing it like for the last 4 or 5 months, only 50k's, and I'm enjoying it. Like the size I trade is good. Good morning, K9 Handler. Barn hunting is going for the 50k's in the day. Cool. Techie. Good morning, Leo and everyone. Good morning, my friend. Let's have a great Friday, bro. Let's have a great Friday, my friend. Beijo. 1 second. I'm back, bro. Trading pennies, good morning. Mr. Josh, you can relax now. You're here, okay. How do you manage risk on 50Ks and what size do you use, brother? I have lost 2 in this week. That's why I'm a bit confused and stuck. If you're on evals, you should do different of what I do. Like I have more money probably to do this. I don't know. I don't like I have more. I probably, what I mean is like I probably have more money reserved just to trade, you know, probably. I may be wrong, but like I'm in a point where I have a lot of money stocked just to trade prop firms. So if I lose like 10 evals in a row, it doesn't affect me. If you're not on that stage, you should trade small and you should aim to be as consistent as possible. So on an eval, on a 50K, there's no reason for you to trade more than like 5 micros. There's no reason to do that. Okay. So, I trade evals a little bit more aggressive because it's a risk and reward and time benefit thing. You know, for me, it's not worth it to trade 30 days in eval. I'm just losing time. You know, it's worth it for me to try to pass an eval in a day, even if I lose 1 or 2. And those 30 days, I actually spend trading the funded instead of the eval, you know? It's more profitable for me like that. But if you don't have a bunch of money stacked up just to spend on evals, and if you're not like, it doesn't matter like if you have a bunch of money but you lose every single eval, doesn't matter as well, okay? So you should trade max 5 micros on evals. On a 50K, that's enough for you to pass an eval. Enough for you to pass an eval. And on a funded, you should trade small, man. Because on a funded, you actually make money out of it. So you should trade like... On a 50K, you shouldn't go more than 3 micros, man. More than 3 micros, it's too much on a 50K already. You know, if you... Unless you do scalps and you go for like 5 points, then you like you should trade a little bit bigger, I guess. But just like NQ, if you make like 50 points a day, that's a bunch of points, man. With 3 micros, that's like $300 on a 50K. If you do that for 10 days, you take a payout already, you know. I'm not saying that for you to trade forever also, you know. So I wouldn't like to lose more than $400 of drawdown in a single day. I wouldn't recommend that. And also I wouldn't go for more than $400 on a 50K. Czar Trader, I missed the fun session during London. I'm seeing this price action right now. I'm seeing it. Like, look at that. No? Abdul, good morning, my brother. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Mr. Pennies. Sunny Trader, good morning, Leo. Good morning, my friend. Coming from trading stocks, scalping is great with large size. Only issues when you get caught in a big swing or Trump candle sucks hard. Yeah, the problem with scalping is that, like, what is your stop loss, you know? Like, how much you lose when you lose. It's nice to hit 95% win rate is nice, but when you lose, how much you lose, that's the question. So like these small scalps, like, it depends. Like, it works, but it depends, like, when you lose, how much you lose, you know? Because if you eat like a bird and shit like an elephant, you know? That's the problem. Excuse my language. Coming from... Oh, yeah, I read it. Thanks, my G. Understood, yeah. Hi, Leo. I'm new here. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing? It's funny that some people like just vote no, just no, bro. On a scale 1 to 10, how bullish do you in Q today? What's your opinion? Let me look at it. Yeah, we are in a good spot for buyers to step in. Actually, we are in a good spot for buyers to step in. We are in a good spot for buyers to step in, actually, the way I look at it. Like, this is the buying pressure zone. We sweep that one time, swept that second time, and we are holding. So maybe we form a double bottom. Today can't close like a green candle, in my opinion. We can't close like a green candle today, so we have targets to the upside. Because it's 3 times we have support in this 600s level. Depends what we do, but today's a possible green candle day. But if we actually lose 400, bro, yeah, I don't even know. Like, we have a fibs retracement that goes to 0.76. On the daily we are bearish. On the daily we are bearish. Since this candle right here, we are bearish. Okay. And we are, like, in my opinion, we are doing something similar to this channel right here. Trading view should put it on the close window. I'm good, and you? I'm very good, my friend. Do you trade? Or it's just like a random appearance? Or do you actually trade that NASDAQ? What you do, Mr. EM? 1 kilogram. KRZ. Major Chinese commercial banks have fully suspended all speculative retail paper gold and leverage margin trading service. Yeah, like, I didn't know that, but what does that mean, like, Mr. KRZ? What does, like, I don't understand it that much. Yash, hello guys, hello my friend, how you doing? You have 5 to 50Ks legacy funded. How should you approach it for payout? And is there MAE rule applicable on legacy accounts? Yeah, the MAE rules are applicable on legacy accounts. You should not lose more than 30% of your drawdown if you want to take a payout. If you lose more than 30% of your drawdown on a single trade, your next payout is going to get denied. So you're going to need to trade 8 more days to get the payout. No problem, in my view, it's just more money. How you should approach it? At 250K, you have $6,500 worth of drawdown. So You should not lose more than $1,000 in a day, bro. Like, you should not lose more than $1,000. So in order for you to not lose more than $1,000, I guess you could like more than a mini, it's not worth it, man. I guess on a 250k, like if you make $500 a day, it's enough, man. Like on those 5 accounts, it's $2,500 a day. Do that for like 20 days, bro. Make that for 20 days and you're good. We are approaching VWAP. Take the trade now. It means this is the end of manipulation price of gold and the market. So if we want to buy gold, you can buy physical, no papers. Okay. Understood. I trade a small personal account via broker. I have tried a few levels without success, but willing to try again soon. Love the stream. My friend. Cool. Join the Discord. If you need any help, hit me up. We try to help and like anybody we can. How dare we close my bottom tick entry if I break even? How dare them to close your bottom tick entry if I break even? Yeah, those can happen, bro. Like, it's a shame. Professor, what's your opinion on gold? Let me take a look on it. Bullish on the intra. Yeah, we are bullish on the intraday. Like, kind of a double bottom here. Broke highs, moving up. We are kind of bullish on the intraday. On the daily chart, no need to say we are bearish. On the 1 hour, we are sideways. Stuck. On the 5-minute intraday, at the moment, we are coming off a very big downtrend. If you look at it, we just broke this trend line and we are forming bullish structure. So what we need to do on the intraday move on gold is, if we manage to start a higher low right here with a trend line, it's probably a very good long, actually. But that depends a lot of stuff. Right now, I wouldn't do anything on gold. Like right now, probably a short is, but right here is not good, but like over here, a short with this little channel that is forming, it's a good option to go for that higher low forming. And you can see that, like, bro, look where it started the green move. Like, this is what the indicator does, bro. Like, it comes off a red candle, caution candle, and I always talk about market structure, where you want to go in. Like, exactly here, you go long, bullish move, and it's like it just screams at you. EMA's all aligned, breaking view up, all of the good stuff. Are we on bulls? Depending on what you're talking about. Yeah, on gold, we are kind of bullish on the short term on gold. That's my opinion. On the short term, like for day trading, we are kind of bullish. You're not expecting much action today, Mr. Techie? Yeah, I never expect much out of Fridays, bro. Like, I actually don't. Do you have any legacy funded? Not right now. I'm trying to pass. Next week, I'm going to try to pass 50K's legacy. I'll try to pass at least 5. This week there's no price section. The price section is not good to pass accounts this week. It's too much, like my opinion. You know, you can try it, but the way I trade for me is not good. I will buy I'm buying the accounts, but I'm probably trying to pass them on Monday, Thursday, Tuesday. Yeah, but yeah, definitely depends on the strategy you're using. Yeah, like on New York session, if you go for scalps out of EMAs, like it respects a lot, you know. Like on the let me correct that. Like on the first 2 hours of New York session, you can pass accounts easily because there's movement. After the first 2 hours, I think you should not try it because it's just too stuck, you know? The hours suggest a retest of 28,500 at least. The hourly chart. Let me look at it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we kind of have a higher low forming on the 1 hour. And looks like a lower high forming as well. So I don't know if you guys agree, but we can kind of be a little sideways with it. You know? Little pendant forming on the 1 hour. And if you were at the upper part of the pendant, like we can go retest the lower end, and it draws to exactly 500 where Mr. Pennies is saying. Well, yeah, definitely depends on the strategy. Piotr, you considering buying Google? Like all of it? Like the whole Google? Bro, I want to help you with that. Like I can give you like $100 and you give me like 20% of the company is enough. Good morning, Mr. Elements. They're kind of losing view up right now. Let's see how this 5-minute closes, but kind of losing view up on the NASDAQ. Little buyers on view up again. It's kind of a good one. Maybe we see the S&P got buyers actually. A little bit, but it's all red still. But it's a good point for sorry. Bro, sorry. For the fair value gap believers, like we kind of have a one right here that it respected before. It's kind of respecting it again. But just for the fair value gap believers. If you're not a believer, don't mess with it. Gold coin for the luck. Trade of a. I'm holding the long actually out of that fair value gap. Okay, guys. Holding a long out of that fair value gap. I don't even know why I entered there, but it was looking good. I did not want it to influence you guys to do anything because I myself did not believe in the trade. Okay. Tried to get out at 33, so that's 20 something points. What's good, Mr. Mart? Everything is good. What is good, actually? What good does it even mean? We actually have good in the world? I'm joking. Getting out of one micro here. Holding the next one. Whoa, I got out of everything. Oh, bro. I'm such a dummy. I thought I had 2 micros. I had only one. Sorry. We're breathing, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. Why is oil going down? Very suspicious. Oh yeah. Some news, some good news maybe dropping. I don't know. Or it's just a pullback also. Like we had massive run up, a massive run up on oil. From 66 to 92, that's a bunch of money to go up. And we're having like the first little pullback on oil, so maybe it's just a pullback. You should look at it like this. It's just a pullback. You know? But yeah, whenever oil moves to one side, it's suspicious. Whenever oil does that, it's suspicious. Okay? Guys, I'll get coffee. Coffee's ready in the kitchen for the last like hour. So I'll go get it and I'll be right back. Okay? Give me 2 minutes. Don't go away. Oh my god, so sorry. So sorry. Oh, volatility. You need Taco Man to save the day? Well, yeah, bro. I just realized my financial juice was unable. Disable, actually. Something's running price up.
According to state TV, explosions are heard in Jask, South Iran.
Price is going up with...
Just keep an eye on the market, seeing a movement towards the upside in this P500, a little bit downside on WTI. No headlines so far at the moment that we can see. Of course, if there is anything related to that, we'll relay that to you as soon as we can.
Oh, morning Titans, Mr. MM Trade Academy, happy Friday. He sent 10 Jews. Thank you very much, my friend. Gold coin for the luck. I just realized what it was, bro. Thank you, my friend. Like, huge candle, bro. 80 points. Like, for what we were having, huge points. Like, I don't even know why we did that push, but... Sorry. Oh yeah, Mr. Trading Pennies just remembered me. We have like a video coming out.
Index futures, NASDAQ 100 futures quickly spike up. Again, no news related to the move. Also did see WTI moving down for the back of at the same time as the move in the S&P 500. Gold did see a little bit of movement towards the upside. So reminder, the only headline that we've had from a while ago now is you had commentary from Mayor News in regards to Pakistan foreign minister emphasizing the importance of the de-escalating tensions and expressed concerns of the rising tensions during a meeting with Iran's foreign minister Arakchi. Then you had headlines from Danish tanker owner Torm said that oil products tanker Torm Innovation reroutes voyage through the Suez Canal instead of possible transits by the southern Red Sea due to the security situation. Other than that, there isn't anything else.
Guys, Mr. Mir, if you guys don't know Mr. Mir, give him a shout out. He's the editor for the channel. Very good, cool person. He just posted a new YouTube shorts. If you guys want to check that out, give it a like, give it a comment. The link is on the chat right now. I just saw it. And also, we have a new video coming out on the end of the day. Just where, like, the market closes 4 p.m. and the video goes live 4 p.m. It's a release mode, so we can watch it together. Yeah.
Continue Nikkei, Bank Japan to keep key rate unchanged at next week's policy meeting, according to sources.
Up a break even. Break even. Sorry. Bro, I got a cold, like, again. Like, this is the 5th time this year, bro. My nose is locked. I need to put those things in to open my nose so I can breathe. I feel still bearish, but no position. 3K profit this week. Congratulations, my friend. No sense to play. Yeah, if you don't feel like there's a trade to be taken, you should not take a trade, bro. FEMA got instant stop loss. You were sharp, bro. In either, but got the whole move after it was 3 points from my stop loss. Beautiful. Demolidor, congratulations. Trade Academy, good coffee, 100%. 100 points. Yeah. Yeah, and like, look where it touched. Like, exactly the trend line, bro. Like, this is even a joke. Like, this is a joke. Not exactly, but like, real close to it. Mr. Demolidor. Can you show your ATM for volatility trades? Or I think I heard you call it also a better average trades. Sometimes I use this one right here. It's 6.25 points TP, 20 points stop loss. Is a 1 to 3 almost risk to reward inverted. And the stop loss is like it's just to set a stop loss on screen. I don't want to take those 20 point stop loss, you know. Sometimes, like, let's say I entered at 130, but I see the price is holding too much on 130. Sometimes I take like 2 or 3 micros, and then I get those 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, and I get a better average, you know. But it's a very specific, like, it's even hard to explain, you know. Oh, now it was selected. 1,000 orders sitting at 670. Yeah, that's no bueno.
So further from Nikkei in regards to the Bank of Japan, possibility that outlook for core CPI growth rate would be downgraded from 2.8% on the year in April report for fiscal year 2026.
You find it funny? Yeah. Now I use it because it was selected and I forgot, but fair enough. We have news in 20 minutes. PMI, I guess it's aftermarket and New York opens. We have PPI in 20 minutes. The PMI is 15 minutes after New York session opens. Yeah, I still don't understand this volatility, but okay. Prop firms will definitely pump up the real NQ. All we have to do, it's everyone going in one direction. Yeah, like if we manage to everybody go in all together on the prop firms, can we move the market? That's the question. Like, I'm not even joking. That is the question. Like, when are you going to play us something on your guitar? I can do it, something. Bro, I'm sad that I'm not capitalizing on this move, bro. Oh, no problem, no problem. Total Dork, good morning, Leo. With a like, good morning, my friend. How you doing? Are you good? Bro, I'm going long. I'm going the FOMO. I'm doing the FOMO rule. I'm doing the big FOMO rule. I'm doing the FOMO rule 2000.
seeks to unlock frozen Venezuela assets for earthquake aid. So they say that US and Venezuela eye IMF, SDRS, and Bank of England gold for funds.
It's impossible to lose on the longs.
Zygmunt says we'll take stock of situation in September.
It's impossible to lose on the longs. Bro, bro, this trade is horrible. This trade is horrible. Like, don't, like, actually horrible. This trade is actually horrible. Going into, don't do it, bro. This trade is actually horrible. Long at 640. 640 is a good average. 640 is a good average. Like, this trade is horrible because it's a very bad average. Very bad one. Like, if it closes a green candle, then it becomes a little bit better, but it's not good. Full part longs, don't do it. Horrible trade, horrible. Horrible risk to reward trade. You can only do that if you're trading small as I am right now, because Faisal, SIM can't move the market. CFDs either. You can buy thousands, won't affect. No. I don't believe it. Are you telling me that all my Apex funded PAs don't affect the market? Bro, you're talking gibberish. You're making no sense to me right now, bro. I cannot believe that, Faisal. I choose not to believe. Like, that's all like fake news. Like, it's all they don't want you to know, you know? They don't want you to know the real truth. We've been lied to this whole time, bro. My SIM funded accounts, if I go long, you better believe we are pushing the market up, bro. Long at 640, planning to keep it till open. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a good long. It's just that it's a long born out of a strange volatility. That's the main problem for me. You know? Looks like a bull flag. Source, trust me, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Source, Counter-Strike. Maybe test 700s, but not feeling it. Yeah, the only problem with believing too much in this long is that it's born out of a strange volatility. That, like, not even financial juice understands what is going on.
As a reminder, at the bottom of the hour, we get Canadian PPI data. PPI month-on-month forecast minus 0.4%, prior 1.2%. PPI year-on-year, prior 13.6%. Canadian RMPI month-to-month forecast minus 1.3%, prior 0.7%.
You made a stupid peak last week, lost. You were 7k profit, lost 5.5. Okay, brother. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing the right thing, man. You're doing the right thing. Boom, TP. Let's see. Mr. Anto. Leo, that manipulated push on the news, all it did was define the current consolidation range between 600 and 700. Yeah, the way I see it, like on the 5-minute, I guess on TradingView is better to explain that. Let me change. The way I see it, guys, everything inside this candle right here Like just like Trading Penny said. I guess he thinks the same way. Everything inside this candle is a consolidation. Everything. Everything inside this bar is a sideways market. So we only have a trend when you break out of this 5-minute candle. Like everything that happens between these two highs right here, this high and this low, is an inside bar. Everything. If we stay inside this 5-minute candle, it's a sideways market forever. We only get a real trend if we break above it or if we break below it. Can you guys see that, like that perspective of price action? So if you go long right here, you're basically going long as on the high end of the range that this 5-minute formed.
Prior 1.2%, PPI year-on-year, prior 13.6%.
And what you're counting on, is a breakout. You're counting on a breakout of the range that this 5-minute formed. That's the problem of this high volatility candles, because it ends up forming a range if you're stuck inside it.
Saudi Arabia.
Explosions heard in Saudi Arabia, guys. That's what Financial Juice just talked about. Explosions heard in Saudi Arabia. Okay. The Nightbot spamming the chat. Yeah, sometimes it does that. Little more already. Scalping, so no entry inside. Why not just say that off the 15-minute? Because I want to say it on the 5, bro. They didn't even think about the 15. 15, same thing. The 5 is just, you have more candles. Yeah, so you have to analyze it like a sideways market. If we approach the high of this 5-minute candle, what you're hoping for is a breakout. And the lower side, the same thing. But one of the things is, on a sideways market, 80% of the time the breakouts fail. On a sideways market, 80% of the time the breakouts fail. Only 20% of the times the breakouts are real. On a sideways market. On a trend market is the inverse. In a trending market, 80% of the breakouts you can trust. 20% of the breakouts are going to fail. It's usually when the trend reverses or it starts a massive pullback. Yeah, one thing you can spot is that you have a higher low and you also have a higher low right now. Okay. That's one thing you can spot. So at least you having buyers higher every time. That's one good sign for whoever's long, you know, that we can, if we keep making higher lows, at some point we're breaking up. Does that make sense? You're saying all those candles don't matter, so here the 15 says it all. It's the same thing, man. Like on the 1, the 2, the 5, the 15, same thing. It's still still an inside bar on the 15. Like
1 minute ago now.
the 5 minute, it's formed by 1 minute candles. The 15 is formed by 5 minute candles, and so on and so forth. It's all the same thing. It's just that on the 5 minute, I have a little bit more of price action, that it makes it even clearer that we are consolidated inside this bar. Like, if I try to explain this looking at the 1 hour, it doesn't make sense. Because you cannot see this 5 minute candle that originated what I'm explaining, you know? If I try to explain this on the 4 hour, it doesn't make sense, you know? But on the 5, the candle that originated what I'm trying to explain is here. Like, it's trying to sell a car showing a motorcycle, bro. Like, you cannot do it.
Minus 1 spot.
No problem, no problem.
Spot 4% lower.
We all good?
Minus 0 spot 4%. Canadian PPI year on year 12 spot 4%. Canadian RMPI month on month minus 6.9%. Lower than forecast of minus 1 spot 3%.
It's best to establish direction in the bigger time frames. Yeah, it's easier to establish direction in the bigger time frames. But let's say if you look at the 4 hour, you can see that it's going down, okay? You can see that it's going down on the 4 hour. So you establish direction on the 4 hour, okay? But let's say if you trade a 5 minute, like you have moments where the price goes up like 200 points, 100 points. The direction on the bigger time frame is to the downside, but as we are day trading, you also need to understand like what's the direction in the short term, you know? Because then if the direction is set on the higher time frame, you take a short and you go like, bro, the 4 hours is bearish. I'm setting my bias by the higher time frame. Like nothing can go wrong, but sometimes you get this big 300 points move against you, you know? So you better understand what the short-term trends are doing as well, you know? And like on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 15 minutes, those bigger time frames, what I try to understand is where price is. So of course, like I can see that we have a set of lows right here formed on this 400 level. Okay, we have a bunch of lows formed right here. So it's clear that on the bigger time frame, on the 1 hour, 15, 4 hours, we have buyers on this level between 400 and 500. Okay, so when price is here, for example, right here, we know that we are doing a bearish trend. We are coming down. We know that. But when you are inside a level that is important on the higher time frames, even though the short-term trend is bearish, but if we are in a range on the 50 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, that's the support level, then I stop trading, you know, because that's my target. I want to take trades towards support levels, towards resistance levels, and when we get there, we need to wait to see if it's going to break or not, you know? So that's how you use like bigger time frames with smaller time frames. It's the way I view it, at least. I'm not saying that I'm the one that it's right and everybody else is wrong. A bunch of people make money different ways.
We have posted our PPI June report on feed for you to read through.
Triangle. Oh my god, triangle in the M15, M30. Yeah, we have a little set of like higher lows formed right here. The way I view it, like something like this or something like this. Forming. You know, so we are like, this is an example. Like if this trend line is real, we are holding on the third touch of it. And from here, I shouldn't go long because I'm betting on a breakout. If I go long right here, I'm betting that it's going to break up. But I'm betting that it's going to break up on a sideways market. This pendant, this triangle right here is showing me that it's a sideways market. So remember, 80% of the time, sideways market, the breakouts are fake. So for you to bet that it's going to break out of a range, like you need to have like a pretty certain trade, or you need to be lucky. You're hitting 1 out of 5.
Explosions heard in Saudi Arabia. They say news sources report that an explosion was heard in Saudi Arabia as a result of drone strike on a logistic depot belonging to US-backed army.
Good morning, Walter. Leo, do you know why price action reversed at that low? No, I don't know. No, I don't know why price action reversed at this low. Like, you never know why. Like, price action, guys, like, don't get it wrong. Like, price action is a tool for you to try to understand what the consensus of the overall market does. You know? It's a tool of perception. Like if you see something that works, like you see something that happens over and over and over and over, and sometimes you just goes like, yeah, I guess this support and resistance thing is a thing, actually a thing, you know? Yeah, and you go like, oh, whenever we form this set of highs and this set of lows, we end up going to this side more often than not. Like the key thing is like, it's more likely to, like it's more often than not. Like it's not a for sure thing, and you never know why. Like you can never know why at this level right here, buyers started to go long again. You can never know, but you know that before at that same level, right here and right here, buyers started going long again. For some reason, they're interested in that level. And guess what? In the future, when price got here again, buyers stepped up again. So if I'm seeing that price is here, I don't want to take shorts anymore because I know that this is the level where buyers stepped in, okay? And same thing with the trend lines. The trend, if you spot a trend line right here and right here, guess what? The third time that it gets there, there's a big chance it doesn't break. There's a big chance it doesn't break. At least at the first attempt. Maybe it goes sideways again and it actually break, you know? But that's not a rule. That is just something that happens, that occurs more often than not, you know? That's the key thing on price action. So and the edge, like, you know, the edge, you gotta have an edge on day trading. Like how you find, like what does that mean? You know, how you find your edge on day trading. Your edge on day trading is when you find something that happens more often than not. That's when you have an edge. Bro, I know that this pattern, whenever this happens, more often than not, it does this. So you can structure a trade out of it, you know? Yeah, this week is not easy to trade for anybody. Not for me, not for anybody, in my opinion. What's the length on the EMAs? I use the 9, 21, 50, and 200 EMAs. 9, 21, 50, and 200 EMAs. For a bunch of different reasons that, like, if I go in right now, it takes like 2 hours. Leo, could it be the price reversed when liquidity, the buyers, and I didn't even understand that, bro. Like, the price reversed. Yeah, one simple way to explain this, Mr. John Curtu, one simple way to explain this is supply and demand. Like, this is actually it. When price got here, the sellers didn't want to sell anymore. And at that moment, we got a reversing in there's more buyers or there's more demand for price than there's supply. So the buyers at this level were more interested to act on the market than the sellers. That's why price went up, because you had a bigger volume of buyers than sellers. So you can understand that. What is your inference in that? Your inference in that is, at this level, at this 500 level, the sellers don't want to sell anymore. They are not willing to sell for that low. And at that level, it's low enough that the buyers are willing to step in the market. That's the inference you make. But what is the reason that they want to buy at that level and they are not willing to sell anymore at that level? Bro, it can be whatever. It's just like it can be it's a whole mixed of a bunch of different reasons that makes people, the overall consensus is that 500 is a better place to long than to short, you know? Is there a new contract yet? I'm trading the MNQU contract. Same one I traded with. Love it, Leo. In the V short term resistance line could buy. In the short term, support and resistance line could not, but I can't think why the long term support and resistance work. I don't know if I understood that question, brother, but oh yeah, those support and resistance levels, there are months and months old. I don't know, like it got explained to me that it's how can I say that in English? It's a memory. It's a price memory, you know? And some things that I use, brother, to be real with you, like, bro, what is the, like, tell me, like, let's be real right now. Like, I draw a line from here to here, connecting these 2 points right here. That's why people say that chart analysis are BS and it's like sorcery or whatever it is. I draw a line from here to here and I extend that line forward. What's the reason why in the future price tries to break that line and cannot? Like, what's the reason? Like, makes zero sense. That in the future, that line that you draw from 2 points makes sense. In the future, it touches that line and rejects. Like, that's zero reason for that to make sense. So whenever you talk to someone that it's like a banker or something, and you say that you trade price action, in his mind, he knows why people stop going long and stop going short. He knows why.
The recent operation by the IIGC,
you know, he's in the market. He is the market. So for him, it's like, bro, at that level, people stop going long because this and this and this. Okay, it actually makes zero sense.
And the army headquarters of the US.
But guess what? It's a way to explain the behavior in the market. Price action is a way to explain behavior. And you find patterns that works more often than not.
Salmi, head of Yemeni National Negotiating Delegation, said that the nation, contrary to some claims, the Bab al-Mandeb Strait has not been closed.
Like, if I draw Fibonacci tool from this push to this high, from this start of lows, from this to this high, like, what are the reasons that price stopped at 50%? Like, what are the reasons? Like it makes zero sense. But it happens, and it works more often than not, and is a tool that explains market behavior. You know,
the Yemeni armed forces is limited to maritime siege against Saudi Arabia. This action is in response to 12-year blockade imposed by Saudi Arabia on Yemen and Riyadh's refusal to accept any fair solutions to resolve the crisis.
You have a Leo. You have a really good way of teaching. Thank you, my friend. That's a very nice compliment. How do you explain dark pool trades or farm millions of shares without moving the price up or down? That's algo trading, brother. Like, I have not much knowledge about that, but I know that on stocks, especially low volume stocks, or stocks that for some reason someone wants to buy a lot of it, they have algos that sets the price in a range, and they try to go long on that range. Like, I don't know how it works, but I know that they have algos that do that. So they have enough volume, so they can control the volume of that stock, and that stock gets stuck in a $5 range for like 2 months. But what they are actually doing is trying to buy as much of it as they can. You're going long from VWAP? I don't think I'm going to, but it's a good spot.
Al-Salmi added that the siege will continue until Saudi Arabia ends its blockade of Yemen and adopts a fair approach to ensure security, sovereignty, and independence of the Yemeni people.
Sorry. Is this your 10th year trading? You must have insane discipline and patience. I hit 10 years of trading in January. The first trade I ever took in my life was January 2016. And I made like $100 and I thought I was rich. I actually called a friend. I took a trade on the dollar. I took a trade on this contract right here. It's the dollar against Brazilian real. I took a trade on this contract right here. Let's do it in the monthly. So on this contract right here that you see on the screen was the first trade I ever took in my life. And it's 2016 January. So this is the month right here where I took the first trade of my life. So all of these candles here on out, monthly candles, I've been trading in the markets. Doesn't seem much, does it? Yeah, that's crazy actually. Yeah, on the daily it becomes a little bit further away. The 4 hour, all of this happened and I was trading in the markets. But yeah, I took a trade on this contract right here for the first time ever in January 2016. And I made $100. I remember the feeling. I didn't even trade on the charts. I traded on the home broker. I saw there was a book of buyers per price on the right, longs and shorts. And I was like, bro, there's more buyers than sellers. So if there's more buyers than sellers, price is going up. I went long. I made $100 in like 25 seconds. I closed the home broker, put on the gyms. I put on the shorts, t-shirt, a gym tennis shoes, went to the gym. I called a friend. I was like, bro, I'm going to be rich. I 100% did that. Like, I remember to this day. I think I sent him an audio, and after I called him, I was on the treadmill and I called him and I was like, bro, you don't understand. I found this thing. Like, you can buy and sell things on a home broker with your money, and when you buy and goes up, you make money. But I have never lost money on the markets before, so I didn't even know what's going to happen to me, you know. But for like 24 hours, I thought I was going to become a millionaire in a month or something. Not even joking. That's 100% what happened. Of course, I lost a bunch of money, dumb as hell. For the first 3 months, I didn't even realize what is going on. I have zero clue. Like, it took me 3 months to understand that you could use charts to see price moving. You know, it took me 3 months. That's how dumb it was. Yeah, price action. No, price action works in any time frame. Any time frame it works. Like, I read a book that the guy showed like 5 different charts in the book, and he asked on the book, like, look, judging by this chart, what time frame do you think it is? And
Verizon signed $1 billion.
One is like a monthly chart, and I guessed that it was like a minute chart. The other one was like a 5-minute chart, and I guessed that was a daily chart. So it's all the same. But depending on what you trade, if you trade a futures contract that has a lot of gaps on the daily chart, whenever you see a chart with a lot of gaps, you think, bro, this must be the daily chart. But it can be just a 1 minute. You don't even know. You know, it's all the same. It's all the same. It's fractals inside fractals. Like this, like, do you remember this trend line that I was talking about here on the 1 hour, on the 15 minutes? You can draw the same trend line on the 1 minute chart, the same concept on the 1 minute chart. Right here. You have the start of the trend line, you have the second point, and on the third, it rejects. The same concept that I apply on that trend line of the 1 hour, I'm applying it right now on the 1 minute. Same concept, and it works just the same. But overall, if you just objectively says that, bro, I'm drawing a line on the chart, and it respects more often than not. You go like, bro, why market should respect a line you draw in the charts? Makes zero sense, you know? What's up, Leo, Mr. Boston? Morning and good luck for everyone. John, a beautiful volatile contract, and when you have an edge in, you still trade the real? No, I don't trade it. I trade 95% of the time the NASDAQ. Bora pra cima, my friend. A first market hit is free, the next one will cost you a lot. Yeah, it's just like that, bro. The first market hit is always free, my friend. That's how they drag you in. What a nice experience. I really like your story. I really appreciate you, Leo. Thank you. Ups and downs, 100%. Yeah, it was not easy. It's not easy to this day, my friend. To this day, it's not easy. Every day is a struggle. Every day is a struggle. Your day trading account, 1 month change plus 2,000%. 2,000%, yeah. At the smaller accounts, the bigger the returns. The smallest account you have, you can get insane returns. Is when you start trading with a little bit more, then it gets complicated. What you like? It's better to make
shares of rising, turning positive
Yeah.
as management speaks on earnings call.
targets at 27,630. We are already
Horizon
at
CEO
27,630.
future revenue will begin to
Oh no,
layer
no,
into
sorry.
results
We're at
starting in
28,630. Oh, you're talking about this huge triangle here, 27,630. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're talking about a daily move. Yeah, I have a fibs on this whole movement here. The first target is at 0.70. And after that is 27,147. And I'm using this move as a projection down. We have like this channel right here, you know, as well, in my opinion. That's a price actions thing that is going on right now as well. So it kind of matches like the first retracement on the fibs, the next target, you know. But you never know what's going to happen. That's why I day trade. I never know what's going to happen on the long term. I have just levels and places where I think price may go. And when it gets there, I see how I react. Yeah, that whole 5-minute candle just got rejected all the way down. And that candle, I don't even know what happened. Not even Financial Juice has a real and definitive answer of why that candle happened. Just got rejected all the way down.
Kicks off US high-grade bond sale tied to Meta.
Guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.
High-grade bond sale tied to Meta.
Let's have a great New York session. Not easy. Life, it's not easy no matter what you do, as long as you're honest with yourself and your people. It's a good start. 100% barn hunting. What's your expectation of the day ahead? I don't know, brother. I actually don't know. I said earlier that we are in the buying pressure level. We are in a buying pressure zone right here. And from here, we could close a green candle. My expectations is that for the day we close a green candle. But I cannot count on it. I need to see the price action move on the smaller time frames, you know. Are you in São Paulo time? Yeah, I'm 1 hour ahead of New York time. Whatever time is in New York right now, I'm 1 hour ahead. So for me, it's 10 a.m. right now, almost 10 a.m. Do you only trade New York session? No, I traded before. I traded today earlier. Right now, I'm not willing to take trades as of this moment. But I took trades earlier. Today, bro, I'm going to try to get a green day in every account, and that's it. That's what I'm going to try to do. Try to get a little green day on every account. Is that a Taylor guitar? No, it's a C's guitar. It's a Brazilian Japanese manufacturer. He owned like a Brazilian company, guitar company. He sold and he started doing like his own smaller guitars. It's a very good one, but it's not at a Taylor level. A Taylor is still better than this. This is like a $500 guitar max. A Taylor is a little bit more expensive than that, I think, at least in Brazil. And I have a Epiphone guitar right there. You know, not fancy. I need to take that to the guy that makes guitars better. Don't even know what it's called in English. For him to take care of her. Jack, it was you? Okay. Do you trade only one account at a time? Sometimes I do, sometimes I do not. I'm in need of copy trading. I have one more funded to activate, so I'm back at 10. I'm in need of copy trading. I cannot trade like 10 accounts at a time. I need to trade at least like 3 separate sets of accounts. Okay. Do you like Santana? Yeah, I've heard it, but it's not my cup of tea, but I've heard it. I'm not a shredder, you know? I just like to play like cool songs. What I find cool, cool songs, you know? What I find to be cool. Mr. Born Hunting, thank you for the coffee money, my brother. Thank you, man. Like it's nice to do the live streams, and it's nice that you guys are here. Interacting with me, you know? That's the main point. Gag 4K, you're holding from that higher high. Congrats, man. It's more than 100 points by now. Focus on one account. Distractions will cost you money. Yeah, that's the problem of like that doesn't apply that much to prop firms. Like you have to group trade them and treat them as one account. You know? That's the main thing. You should group trade them and treat them as one account. Yeah, then it's kind of right. Bro, if you're like, for me, if I'm in a trade and it's 100 points up, I'm cutting the trade. I'm taking the profits and running. But that's just me, you know? That's how I trade. You don't see how to gift? You need to be a member? I guess that right here, like just below when you send messages, you have like a cash, you have like a heart on the side of where you type, and right side of the heart you have like a $sign. I guess you send money through that. I actually don't even know. Mr. Tom Black, you're a good man, Leo. Glad to see you doing well. Thank you, Mr. Tom Black. Always nice to talk to you, my friend. Hope everything's going good with you. Hello from Indonesia, by the way. Hello. How you doing? It just says membership gifting. No, like if you click it, like right beside where you type, there's a $sign, and it goes like super chat or super stickers. I don't know if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you need to be subscribed to the channel. Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. My time on this live stream has come to an end. I'm 5 minutes past it, actually. I will close this live stream and I will open New York session live stream as well, and we keep going there. Same channel, same everything. You guys just stay here. You probably will be sent to the new live stream that I'm going to reopen. It will take like 30 seconds between one and the other. But if you don't find it, just go inside the channel and jump to the next live stream. We continue there for New York session open. It's 25 minutes away. See you guys in a little bit, my friend. Yeah, Pasha is not feeling that well today. He asked me to start New York session stream for him and keep you guys company and keep it going, okay? Walter, thank you, bro. Have a great weekend. Yeah, like we are closing the stream, but we are reopening the next one. It's just hop to the next one and we'll continue there, my friend. Leo just bought an Apex 50k. I best to start with 1 micro. My first eval, trade 1 micro. If your first eval ever, trade 1 micro, my friend. Take as long as possible. Hello, let's jump, guys. Let's jump to the next stream. I'm just closing this one and reopening with the New York session stream. Okay, see you guys in 30 seconds.